in today's video, we are going to do some reverse engineering on a very medium level reverse engineering session with the medium level EXE program. Okay, so let's just start by opening our Kali Linux. So our Kali Linux is already opened. So the next thing we have to do is to open Gitra. If you don't install the Gitra in your app, in your laptop, in your current Linux, then it's better to do so. Open the Gitra here. Okay, now we have to choose the files, which is here reverse password checker.exe. Before that, we will just move and let's just see that how the reverse engineering or the what the program does actually. Okay, so now move to the reverse checker, this one, and now open this. Okay, now here our command open, and now what we have to do is to write a random password just like uh, uh, Rishabh 123. If it is correct, then we will get the access granted, and if it is not, then it will give the wrong password. So let's just access denied because access denied because the password is wrong. Let's just do it another try. Let's just do with the common password 1 2 3 4 5 6. Another attempt and another. We can see that access denied is valid. Now we have this program in our Kali Linux. So what we will do here is to import this program in our Mitra, and let's just know about this something. The format is PE, which is portable executable, and the supportable language is 32 bits as well as in 64 bits. Windows, destination folder, and all of this the common thing. Now click OK. Now it will get some time to do analysis. Now double click on this and it will open. Now you have to click on yes, and after it will be set default what is required actually. So analyze it, and after analysis it will show you the whole thing here in the Gidra. Okay, so this program is mostly under the medium category, like the uh, beginner of the medium category, we can say, because it is not too easy. So let's just understand this program. After analysis, the first thing we have to do is to find the main here. So how can we just find the main? Let's go to the function, and after going to the function, let's just find out the where is main. Is there main or not? Because this is easy of the medium session, so it's all come up with the name and all, but most of the case you didn't find that with the name and all. You will find only with the 0102 in the beds format or the binary format. Okay, so we just find the main. Okay, so we will here we have to go deeper and deeper one by one to find the main. We have the another option to find the main is the main option is to the main is already open, and if the main is not open, then we have to go there. Okay, then after we'll click on the main. Okay, then the main is loaded here, and let's just see that what does this actually says. This main actually says. Okay, so all these are the, we can say, C language prerequisites or the library which C language wants in some cases. This is the size which is defined. This is the name of the variable which is undefined, named as undefined here. This is the character which is in local 48, stored in local 48, and this is the main program. What does the main program series is? Printf. All of these things are for the visual purposes only, where we can find that in this way, sorry, in this way, like you can see the line here, lab 1 reverse password checker, and this you can exactly find all of these here. Okay, so this will say this, and after that the functions come up with the enter the secret key. Here we can also find this here. Okay, so now what happened here is, to analysis of all of these things we have to find the key. Okay, so as per my knowledge, because it is medium challenge, so medium challenge doesn't contains key in the naked form or in the form where the encryption is not exists. So it is very obvious that encryption is in the in some of the form present over here. So let's just find out, let's just read the code one by one, and then let's just find out like how does it actually work. Okay, so all these things are the inputs, like getting input and attaching with the local 48, and if this variable is not equal to a character, means here it gives the size of the character, like it may be the 16, 15, 17, 18, whatever the character is. Okay, if it is not character not equal to the length of the character, then it will say is the like like it will match the password with the given one or the existed one. Okay, and it will check the password. If the password is equal to 0, means if the password is correct, then return 0, and otherwise like if the sorry, if the password is equal to 0, means if the password is not valid, then it will return as a print access denied invalid key, which we look at here. And else if the password is correct, then it will show up as the access guaranteed password correct. Now as per my knowledge, what we will do is here, like first we will go to the local 48 to find out that what is in the local 48. Okay, so in the local 48 there is nothing more than the return, like the value of the registers and the call up functions. Okay, RDX appears, okay, it doesn't have anything special here. Okay, push, move, okay, push the data to RBP, move the data RBP and RS, subtract RSP into this, which is 96, call the main function. Okay, so you can't find out all of these things because if you don't have the basic knowledge of assembly language, then you can't understand that what is actually means here. So this is the uncompiled form and this is the compiled form here. So this is the assembly code which is over here. Okay, so let's just find out what is the like how does it works actually. Okay, so move argument, call printf. Okay, move, enter the secret key, stores here, call the printf for the input, move the, okay, move the keyword. Okay, move test abstract, move on, okay, so for the matching of password, it will call up the function called as check password. Now move to the check password here. Here we can see the check password. Okay, so the character and the length of the character is match up with the length of the checking password, like the password, and the password is mostly the chances of password we can find here in the check password. So just double click the check password and let's just find out what written over here. So this is also the variable function written over here. undefined check password character. Okay, size t undefined. Okay, in local. So if you don't understand what does it written over here, then you don't have to get worried about. You can, if you are familiar with C, then you definitely have some knowledge that what written over here. If you don't have the very much knowledge of C, then or any programming language, then there are some chances that you may find some sort of difficulty here. Okay, so the variable one. So the variable one is string length. If the variable one is equal to comparing 16. What does it means actually? Now let's just see here what does it means. Means if the variable one length is equal to this hexadecimal, means if after converting into the decimal this hexa into decimal, we will find 16. So that is very obvious that the length of the password is in 16 character. Okay, now move further. For local c is equal to 0, local c is smaller than, okay, local c is equal to local c plus 1, got it. If the byte param 1 local c, okay, this is size is 4. Okay, so let's just find out that what happening here is, here we can find out that there is some thing over here which looks a little suspicious. Why so? Because bytes means if bytes length are 1, if parameter 1 local 4, I think, okay, so as I told you before, that there are some chances that these program are encrypted in some form. So I guess this is the key. I guess 0 in the hex form, 0x5. Yeah, exactly. This is the key. How can we find that this is the key? Because this is in the XOR form, and XOR is the key. Okay, so the data is encrypted in the XOR function. Okay, so what we will have to do here is, so the XOR is 0x5a, means the key is 0x5a. Okay, so let's just keep this in mind. The 0x5a is our key, means in the decimal form 90 is our key. Okay, now let's just move and just find out what is key is not equal to data, means let's just find out that what is written over here, means there are something more important in this, because the key is encrypting uh, this and decrypting this only. So maybe there are some chances that the data which we are looking for is here. So let's just move to the data 1400940. Okay, if and then local c returns 0, else. Okay, now just move to this and just find out is there anything suspicious over here. Data, okay, this is the function that we are calling about. Check password, we'll move to the 1420, and we cannot find anything suspicious here. Nothing very important. XOR, which is 5A. Okay. So what we are doing here is I have some confusion. Let me just find out what the confusion actually is with me. Okay, so maybe like move here the XoR key is here. So the terminal is moving to this, moving to this, and this is the arithmetic calculation which is happening with the key with the data which is stored in data 144. So the arithmetic is done with the help of this. Now go to this. Let's just find out whether we are going to have our password or not. Check password. There we go. I think I think there are some chances that we have found our data here. 08 and just so these are the characters which we have to copy paste 3f 3f. Okay, so this is an encrypted form. We have to decrypt it using XOR key. So how can we do that? Let's just find out. Okay, so understanding the key with the so here is the key 0x5a in the hexa form, and this is also in the hexa form, but we'll have to convert it into the ASCII form. Okay, so how can we do that? For this, we have to understand the XOR. Okay, so how the XOR works actually is okay, so the XOR works in the form of where is this? Yeah, so the XOR works in the form of okay, so this 08 will convert it into the binary form which is 00001 triple zero, and 0x5a is converted also in the binary form which is 010111010. Okay, now we will XOR both of them together, and after XORing them, what the result will be, let's just see here in our notepad. Okay, so the binary form of 08 is this, and the binary form of 0x5a means our key is this. Okay, so there is a rule in the XOR, then how the XOR work is if there is the if we are XOR the two items at the same time, let's just say the 08 and 0x5a. So how does it work is if the let's just put all of these number one after another, like one written in the above and the another just below it. Okay, so this happens like this. Yeah. So if we XOR this, so how the XOR work is, if the bytes are same, like 00 means the XORing value is 0. If the bytes are unidentical, such as 01, then the result is 1. So the identical one is 0, the identical one is 0, the unidentical one is 1, The identical one is 0, the unidentical 1, identical, okay. So this is the last format. Okay, so this is the binary form. Okay, so binary to ASCII, let's just see that what does it means. Binary to ASCII. Let's just see what does it binary to text translator. There you go. So the binary input of ours is 0. What was it? 0 1 0. This one. Okay, now convert this. So this is R. So R is our first letter. So we come up with our very first letter, which is R. In decimal form, this is 52, but in the ASA format, this is R. So this is how the actually works. XoR means if comparing the two bits, the two binary at the same time, if the both are identical, the both are 0 0, the result is 0, and the both are unidentical, then the result is 0 1 then the result is 1. Okay, so this is how the XoR works. So after calculating every bytes which we found here is, so I recalculated and just find out that the answer, like the, by recalculating it, our answer is this. Let's just copy this and run this program again, and let's just find out if we are successful or not. Yes, we are successful. Access granted, password is correct. Means we had just cracked it using the reverse engineering. Okay, so in this topic, what we had just learned is about like how this all works, how we use Gidra, how to reverse any the medium level of the password cracking software, like the software which has some password in it, and how can we just encrypt or sorry decrypt it, and how can we find the keys and all of these things. So this is how the things work. Okay. So this is how the reverse engineer works. Thank you for this time. See you in the next video. Bye bye.